Kai's female friend stares at her phone in shock, shouting in panic. She just read an official announcement that stuns her. Every bit of lifespan in the God-forbidden game is real. If a player's life hits 0, they will die in real life too. Another girl, furious, yells out in disbelief. She thought it was just a game, but now realizes she traded all her transferable lifespan to her crush. Na Fei, a third girl filled with dread, looks at her glowing phone. She screams that she only has a few years of life left. The fourth girl recalls having killed many other players, which gave her a killer status. That means every time she dies, her lifespan drops double. After dying 3 times, she realizes she now has only a few years left too. Another girl, panicked, realizes her game role, being a frontline tank mage, caused her to die multiple times while also killing many players. Now, she's shocked to discover she only has 1 day of lifespan left. She stares at her phone in disbelief, unable to accept that losing all lifespan means real death. She repeatedly denies the truth, trying to convince herself it's all fake. Suddenly, she sees breaking news. Na Fei is buying up lifespan. She jumps up, determined to find Na Fei, certain he'll save her. She decides to fully gear up in Na Fei-themed support clothing. She even tosses on the latest fan-made Na Fei ultra-thin anti-leak set, convinced it'll help win his favor. Wearing a flashy red dress adorned with Na Fei's face, the girl poses confidently, striking a dramatic, love-struck stance, excitedly rushing off. She shouts that she's coming to see Na Fei, convinced he'll save her. Meanwhile, a different girl wakes up in her room. She questions whether she's back in the real world, still unsure of what's real or a dream. Checking her phone, her eyes widen with shock. She realizes that at the current market rate, 1 day of lifespan sells for 15,000. With 200 days in hand, she instantly understands. She's now a millionaire. The girl's eyes widen in absolute shock as she reads the news on her phone. The announcement hits hard. Na Fei, the one collecting lifespans, was killed 3 times by the Shadow Clan. Tears stream down her face as she covers her mouth. Trembling, still crying, she recalls how Na Fei had warned her that if someone's lifespan hits 0 in the game, they'll actually die in the real world. Even with 100 years of untradeable lifespan, dying 3 times left him with barely 12 years. She breaks down, calling his name in disbelief and pain, sitting alone in bed. She wonders why the Shadow Clan targeted Na Fei and managed to kill him 3 times despite heavy resistance. She trembles, terrified by how overwhelmingly powerful the attacker must be. Suddenly, a broadcast from a familiar fangirl pops up on her phone. She urgently calls on all Na Fei supporters, especially those in Shanghai City, to help him by selling their tradable lifespan. The fan announces Na Fei is currently at Dajiang Plaza, where he's purchasing lifespan at a 1-to-1 ratio 10,000 ratio. She encourages everyone to act quickly, claiming this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to get rich and help their beloved Na Fei, the girl message, and is stunned to learn Na Fei is nearby. Determined not to watch him lose his life, she rushes out, fully intent on going to Dajiang Plaza to help him. The girl runs at full speed through the hallway, relieved that the foolish players who targeted her ended up giving her over 200 days of tradable lifespan. Meanwhile, a giant red monster is violently struck and ripped apart by a sharp slash, its body exploding mid-air. Shadow stands at the center of a fierce fight, surrounded by crabs, beasts, and glowing attacks. A system notification flashes. "Congratulations, you've reached level 10. Shadow stands tall, gaining stat boosts and unlocking a new class. He is now recognized as the first Shadow player to reach this level, triggering server-wide announcements. A system-wide announcement flashes. Player Shadow has become the first in the world to reach level 10. Nearby players are stunned and murmur among themselves, realizing that the mysterious top player is once again Shadow. 2 other players, anxious, talk about how terrifying Shadow has become, One of them mentions hearing that Shadow recently eliminated a minor celebrity multiple times in a row. Elsewhere, a bearded player is shocked to learn that Shadow is actually from Daxia, China. Frustrated, he wonders how Shadow reached level 10 so fast while even his rare class is only at level 8. He questions why none of their 1.5 billion players can match Shadow's progress. Meanwhile, Shadow stands calmly by the ocean, reviewing his stats. Despite having over 7,000 days of tradable lifespan, he mutters that it's still not enough. His new ability, Backstab Enhancement, boosts rear attacks by 40 to 50%, and his stats have now fully shifted after using 13 stat points. To leave the starting town and access the Ruins continent, 7 level 10 players must activate the teleportation gate. Unfortunately, the second highest player is only level 7. He realizes he must wait a bit longer. Gazing at the ocean, Shadow calmly notes that the delay works in his favor. He can return to the real world to handle a certain unresolved matter. His digital form begins to dissipate into particles, vanishing from the beach as he initiates the logout process. Back in the real world, Qin Feng now lies motionless on a bed, eyes closed, as if awakening from deep immersion. Lying still with glowing eyes, he receives a system prompt asking if he wants to burn tradable lifespan to bring in-game powers into the real world. Sitting up, he confirms without hesitation. A system interface appears in front of him, listing 5 options: extract class and level, equipment, skills, bloodline, locked, and divinity, locked. He chooses to extract his class, instantly consuming 1,000 days of tradable lifespan. A surge of energy envelops him as he gains the Shadow hidden class, along with significant stat boosts. Next, he spends another 2,000 days of lifespan to extract 2 levels, raising his real-world level to 3 and boosting all his stats once more. His transformation into a real-world powerhouse begins. He stands and prepares for the next step, extracting his skills into the real world. He taps the floating screen with focus. He explains that the higher the skills tier, the more lifespan it consumes to extract. Surprisingly, the cost is based on the skill's original tier, not its upgraded version. Luckily, his Shadow Step skill only requires 900 days, yet grants platinum-level strength in reality. Qin Feng burns 900 days for the platinum tier skill, Shadow Step, and another 2,262 days for the silver tier skill, Blue Soar Flash. With just 1,292 days left, he realizes he can't extract more abilities, but getting high-tier skills at base cost was extremely efficient. His hands tighten into fists, glowing with new energy. He assesses his new physical stats. His body now possesses twice the baseline human strength, and his agility has reached 32 points, exceeding natural human limits. Combined with his teleporting dagger skill, he now has enough power to take down Na Fei. He checks his phone and learns that Na Fei is currently buying lifespans at Dajiang Plaza, likely planning to act after the next game update. The plaza is just 7 to 8 kilometers away, and with his current speed, he estimates it'll take him just over 10 minutes to get there. Just then, his phone vibrates with an incoming call. The name Hu Chi-min flashes on the screen, a notorious supervisor from his former company. As he reads the message, he realizes it's filled with arrogance and threats, demanding an immediate response or face consequences. Without hesitation, he coldly swipes his phone, muttering "scum" as he blacklists the caller. With the call dealt with, his body begins to phase into a shadow. As his glowing eyes pierce through the darkness, he calmly states that people will soon realize the truth, what the real God-forsaken game actually is.